Hello everyone, I am here today with a quick video about a teeny tiny multi-tool. And that is the Gerber Dime. You've probably, well, there's a good chance you've probably seen this or heard about it at one time or another. Uh, I think it's been out for quite some time. I remember buying one about 5 or 6 years ago from my mother-in-law. I thought it'd be a good thing to put on her keychain because of the price, the profile, and the array of tools. She seemed a lot less than impressed by the whole thing. And then a few days ago, my wife was asking me if I had a pair of scissors handy while I'm in my truck driving. I told her I have a multi-tool in my backpack in the back seat, but that's kind of it. That was the closest I came to actually having something of any use. So I asked her if she had her Huntsman that I bought her, and she didn't have her Huntsman with her because it was in her purse. She didn't have her purse, so I thought it'd be good to have something small to keep in the car. Hence, we have this. So the reason why I settled on this is because after I read the reviews on it on Amazon. By the way, I will have an affiliate link for this for Amazon in the description. So I figured this seems like it was made pretty well. It's small and it was cheap. It was $21. And you know, it's not a heavy duty tool by any means. This isn't like a $150 Leatherman, but I think it's well made for a light duty tool, and it's well made for a small multi-tool. So let's kind of get into this a little bit. Check it out. This is 2.75 inches. I'll just show you the dimensions really quick. So right there, as you can tell, just about 2.75 inches long. And I would say width-wise, we're maybe a hair over 3/4 of an inch. And then thickness, well, just about a half an inch too. Yeah, just about a half inch even. So it has a very small profile and it weighs 2.2 ounces. So let's break into this thing. But first, I'll show you there is a bottle cap opener here. Then you have a loop here to hook onto your keychain or a lanyard or whatever. So first thing we should do here is pull this open, and other way might be good. So you pull this open. It's still breaking in. It's slightly better than it was, but not much. So I'm thinking it's going to take a bit of use, maybe a little oil here and there. So it has pliers. As you can tell, they are pretty narrow pliers. Again, this is a light duty multi-tool. So if you got like big tasks in mind, I don't think this is the multi-tool for you. If you just need like a convenience thing, I think it's awesome. So I'm not sure how much torque these things will take, but you know, not bad. These also have the wire cutters in there and extra credit because they are spring-loaded. I like spring-loaded pliers on a multi-tool. Not all have them, but all of them should. The other thing I like is that in order to access the tools, if you notice, there is nothing in here and there is nothing in here because when you close this, the pliers go inside. So everything is on the outside. Nothing is locking, but it has it feels stable even though they're not locking. So let's just take a look at these. So right here we have the package opener. I'm not sure why this is actually necessary because they give you this thing in here. I'm not sure if you've heard about it. It's called a knife. But hey, they give you a package opener. So I guess we'll be happy we have something else we can use for something. Okay, so that's one thing there. And then on this side, we have the knife. Now, I did some minor paper cutting with this. It's a pretty small blade. It came, I would say the sharpness was maybe a tad better than mediocre. It's kind of, let's see, how big is this? Maybe about 1.6 inches, I'd say. Yeah, maybe 1.6 inches, let's say. It's decent. It's not going to set the world on fire, but it's decent. If we need to cut something, this will cut it. It's also, I believe this blade is 3CR MOV 13 or something, so it's a pretty low quality steel. But again, it's a $21 multi-tool, which otherwise isn't really made that badly. So yeah, if you use it frequently, it's going to dull the blade pretty quick. But this is a small multi-tool, so you're probably not going to use it that often. If you have something like this, I'm thinking you probably have a primary blade, and hopefully that's in a more resilient steel. I'm thinking this is probably going to be one of those like occasional blade situations, and I think for an occasional blade that you use, I think it's good. Like I said, if this is your primary thing, like, oh, I don't need to carry a knife now because I have this one, yeah, it's going to go dull fast. But on the bright side, because it's such a soft steel, it'll sharpen quick too, and then it'll go dull quick. But then you can sharpen it quick, but then it's going to get dull quick. You know the cycle. I don't need to go into it. So we got that there. On the other side, we have the pièce de résistance that my wife was interested in, the little scissors, because she needs her little scissors. And these are spring-loaded. I'm hoping that they hold up, because I notice that sometimes the scissors don't hold up too well. Sorry about almost going off screen there, but they seem okay. Seem like they have like a comfortable grip. And, my hands are pretty big, and I find them comfortable to use. She's got little hands. She's a little lady, so I think they'd be perfect for her. And then we have a couple of little combo tools coming up here. We have a screwdriver here. I think that's a screwdriver. Not the best kind of screwdriver, but it's a screwdriver. And a file. Yes, this is a file. Almost ½ inch of it. So, I guess if you had to do like a crazy filing task, it's there. What's funny though is if you look on the back here, there's like a different filing pattern on the back. It's more of a crisscross diamond pattern here, and over here it's maybe a teeny tiny bit more coarse, which is funny because accessing this one is okay, but this one's kind of a pain in the neck to access because you have the part that holds the loop on, and then you got the bottle cap opener in the way, so they kind of put it there, but you're not really going to get to it. It's kind of like if you have a double lot, you have a house on one side and a garage in the back, and then you put a house on the other lot in front of the garage. You're not getting a car in there ever again. That's kind of like this is. There's a file there, but you're probably not going to be able to use it that well. But I digress. I wonder if they count that as 2 files now, huh? And last but not least, we have, I guess this could be used as a flathead screwdriver / light pry duty. I gotta say they're a little gritty to open and close, but I really think that's probably because they're new. Maybe if you put a tiny bit of oil in there, it'll loosen it up a bit. Also attract some dirt, but it'll loosen up a little bit. And of course, as you use it, it won't be quite as gritty. Overall, I think it's good. If this is going to be your only multi-tool, your primary multi-tool, you can do better. If you can buy like a full-sized Leatherman, go buy a full-size Leatherman. Like the Wave Plus, maybe one of the new Freeze. Try and buy one of those. Another good multi-tool that kind of doesn't get too much credit is the Victorinox Swiss Champ. Of course, those are more expensive than this. The Swiss Champ is probably about 3.5 times the price. Wave is probably about 4+ times the price of this. Some of the Freeze are probably going to be about 5 or 6 times the price of this. So this is a really good backup multi-tool. It's awesome to have in your car, but it wouldn't be a primary, and I think most of you probably know that. So secondary multi-tool, I'd probably give it like a B+ as a secondary multi-tool, to be honest with you. If it was your primary, I'm not even going to grade it because that's not what it's supposed to be meant for. But overall, pretty good. And that is the Gerber Dime. And, I would like to get something else in here besides the, just to kind of show you, this is just your regular run-of-the-mill Bic Pen, just to kind of show you, the size of this thing, how small it is and how narrow it is. And that's really the best part of it. I'm kind of sorry I didn't bring a dime or a quarter in here just to kind of show you the size. But, that's the beauty of this. You get about 10 tools. They're in a small package. Pretty well made. But just keep in mind, it's backup, it's light duty. As long as you keep in mind that it's a backup tool and it's light duty, I think you'll be happy with it. If you try to ask any more of it, you're going to be disappointed. That's all I have now. Again, if you're interested in this, there is an Amazon affiliate link in the description. And if you're not subscribed, I would appreciate an extra subscriber. That would be awesome. And a thumbs up is always cool. Have a good one.